Hello, everybody. We welcome you to this edition of News You Can Use, and happy holidays to you, because certainly we are now in the midst of the holiday season. I'm your host, Thera Martin Milling, and glad to be with you here at LaSalle TV. This program is seen on Comcast Channel 56, also on Verizon Fios Channel 36. Today on our program, in the first segment, we're going to talk with a gentleman who's going to tell us about Make Wealth Real. That's the MWR Life organization. Make Wealth Real. You know we want to talk to him, Mr. Fred Harrison. He'll be joining us. And then later on, as we turn the page, we are going to shine the spotlight on a nonprofit organization called Connection Training Services. They're based in the heart of North Philadelphia, and they lift people up who are unemployed. They will put you in training in a field of interest that will be just for you and or for those who already have a really good, strong skill. They may be able to lead you right to work, but you'll hear it all about Connection Training Services as we turn the page in the program a little later on. We'll be back in just a moment. Make Wealth Real. Doesn't that sound good? Yes. That sounds good to me. Make Wealth Real. The short version is MWR Life. And I recently had an opportunity to meet two of the people who are part of Make Wealth Real, MWR Life, through my friend, Wanda Davis. And I thank her for introducing me to you, Mr. Fred Harrison. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. So tell our viewing audience about Make Wealth Real. That rings bells in my ears.
Well, it's a great opportunity, it's a great company, because we provide some major services that everyone could use today. Now, our company recently is only 2 years old, but yet we wind up being we hit the 85th best direct sales company on the global market. So we have accomplished some major goals in the last couple years. But our main priority is to educate people about the importance of having another source of income along with some incredible services. So that's our goal, is to inform the community. There's a lot of jobs out here that's leaving us, going to different countries, but it's also a lot of jobs coming back to our community. But still, if we can add another source of income to your household, that can help a lot of people out in our community and across the country. Okay, so how can being a part of Make Wealth Real organization lead to an individual earning income? Well, first thing we do, we educate people the importance of having a home-based business, because it's based upon a home-based business, right? So the first thing we do is educate people according to this government document right here. You can have this document right here, and that document lets you know how Uncle Sam, our government, will absolutely support you and help you establish a home-based business that's connected with Make Wealth Real, MWR Life. And one of the things we do is educate people how the benefits of having a home-based business, the write-offs that's available, and how you can easily get a guaranteed raise in your paycheck without asking your employer for permission.
Okay, tell me more.
Tell you more about that one? A lot of people, when I share that with them, they really think like, wow, because they never heard that. By having a home-based business, according to the government rules and regulations, there's only 2 requirements. And these 2 requirements put you in a position where you cannot lose whatsoever. The first requirement is to work your business like a business for 5 hours a week. Just 5 hours a week, and that's only 260 hours out of a year. So if you find that you can afford 5 hours to educate yourself for your future financial planning, right, at 260 hours a year, but guess what, Thea? It's 8,760 hours in a full year. Thea, you probably only work between work and rest is 5,000 hours. That leaves you with 7,000 hours left. So a lot of people say they don't have the time, but when you really look at time management, 5 hours a week is definitely worth this right here. So what happens, that's requirement 1. Requirement 2 now is very important. The government says, with an intent to make a profit, even if you do not do good in your first year, as long as you made a conscious effort to be successful, you're still eligible for all the write-offs. you're still eligible to revise your W-4 form and add a home-based business deduction on your W-2 form. So that alone will give you an extra $500 a month, because the government's, he averaged out about $125 a week, depending on your salary, which is $500 a month, which is over $6,000 a year. So it's very important. We want people to know these things. So once you connect your home-based business with one of the greatest direct sales company on the global market, and we show you to add and add and add until eventually you will be in profit mode in a short period of time.
Okay, so this is network marketing.
Yes, absolutely.
Network marketing, okay.
Network marketing.
So people who would take on this opportunity with Make Wealth Real or MWR Life, they need to be driven people. You can't be lazy and work this kind of a gig, right?
Well, once again, it's based upon educating people, you know what I mean, with the 5 hours a week and our incredible system. We have a system that educates you. Our university, once you get your website up and running, you have a university inside your website that takes that average hardworking American and just encourage them 3 to 4 hours a week, 5 hours a week, and just learn the process. And then the leadership that we have, the corporate backing that we have is so much that we can take a person like myself. I'm a former construction worker out of Local 332. I never knew nothing about this industry before, but I came in with an open mind and I started learning and learning and learning and learning, and now I'm a district with the company, and I'm doing some incredible things and helping a lot of people in this area right here.
In fact, you're telling me you just came back from Fort Lauderdale for 7 days where you all had your national seminar?
No, we had a national convention.
National convention?
Yes, and that convention consists of educating us. They rolled out some more benefits for us, put more money on the table. They enhanced our marketing system. They gave us more tools, because one great thing about our company, we are so confident that out of all our services that we provide, unlimited roadside service for the entire family, telemedicine, God forbid somebody gets sick in the house, everybody in the household is covered because they can get right on the phone, call a board-certified doctor and get diagnosed, and the doctor will recommend the necessary treatment. He'll call in their medicine, and the majority of the time, a person late at night never have to leave their house if they can get their medicine delivered. We allow our customers to use the service absolutely free for 30 days. You never know when you might need a law firm to represent you. Make a phone call, write a letter on your behalf, do your will over, prepare your will. There's so much roadside service. You never know when you might have a flat tire, your battery might need a jump.
So all these different things that you're listing are services that once one signs up to be a part of MWR, you can buy into this.
Absolutely.
You can utilize these various
Absolutely.
services.
Now, wait a minute. Even if you don't want to do the business, for whatever reasons, you don't want to create that extra income, you still can have access to these services. We have our system is set up where you have an app on your phone. God forbid you need roadside service, you just hit that app and they'll connect you right to roadside service. You need the doctor, hit your app, talk to the doctor. There's no press 1, press 2, press 3. You don't have to go through none of that. Our system is very, very high tech and is very user friendly.
So now, for one to make this their home-based business,
Yes.
their customers would be people that they talk to and get to sign up and be a part of this organization.
Absolutely. It's twofold here. Either you might not want to do the business, not now, for whatever reason. A lot of people have things going on in their life, and at the present moment might not be a good time, but they still can have access to the services, because you never know. We have financial coaching. We have a tax. I'm a tax accountant that'll work with us all year long, and at the end of the year, get your taxes filed absolutely free. So we provide all these services, and to make sure you're comfortable with our service, we allow you to use them absolutely free for 30 days. Now, after you use the service and you know it's good, and you recommend 3 friends, how about your services is now free? So we have a system unlike any direct sales company in America right now, and we are growing by leaps and bounds. It's a great company. I do this full time now. I left the construction company. I was
You left 332?
What? Yes, I was a foreman. I was a foreman on the majority of the jobs that I was on.
Yes.
I left 332, the laborers union, making $30 an hour, because what I found out that I'm worth a lot more than $30 an hour.
Wow, that's impressive.
And you know what was great? When it was time for me to take that 7-day business trip, I did not have to put in a request. I was able to book my flight and get on that plane and roll out.
I hear you. And that's one of the things that I say often these days about working. And I appreciate the opportunities for the various jobs that God has allowed me to have over the years of my work career. And I believe I have a few more good years left in me where I will continue to do some work for other people. But I have said to my daughter a number of times just in the last 12 months, you know what? I'm tired of having to ask, can I take off 2 weeks or can I take off a week? Because I feel like I'm very grown at this point in my life, and I'd like to be able to just say, expect me to be out the next 2 weeks. I hope you have somebody to cover for me. You know, what a difference, right?
Absolutely. Well, one thing is very important because the way jobs are today, when I'm a part of the baby boomer generation, and so a lot of us really have to focus on retirement now.
Yes.
So what we do, we just show a person, if you start now, remember it's never ever too late. You know, I just turned 58 years old, so I'm looking to be financially free and have a real retirement in a few years from now. Because this industry, direct sales, do you know this is the fastest wealth creating industry in today's economy? A lot of people got misinformation on it. They say, oh, it's a pyramid, is this, is that, but this industry, when we do our research, because we do workshops, we really want to educate people. Most women, 84% of all women who make over $100,000 have done it by direct sales. This industry has created more millionaires than the NFL, the music industry. We gross over $175 billion a year. So I looked at something that I no longer have to work hard. I can work smart. You know, we teach people how to leverage themselves. When I was down Fort Lauderdale, I had a team in Philadelphia. They were still working, right? I believe I made over $2,000 the week that I was in Fort Lauderdale with my team here in Philadelphia.
Yes.
So residual income is the 8th wonder of the world.
I heard that. Listen, I'm out of time, but I do want you to put a website or a phone number or some way that people can be in touch with you.
Absolutely. You can go to our educational website, and that's MWR4YOU.com. And you'll see some incredible educational information that I wish we had learned a long time ago.
I thank you so much for sharing.
And thank you as well.
We were able to get out as much as we could in the time that we had, but very, very interesting. How about working for yourself, be your own boss? You might just want to talk to Make Wealth Real Life, okay? That's MWR Life, and certainly check them out and so that you can learn more information about being wealthy and doing it in your own way. That's it for this portion of our program. We're going to come back in a moment. We're going to talk with two dynamic women from Connection Training Services. Stay with us.
Husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
A prayer to St. Clair, the patron saint of television.
Oh, wondrous St. Clair, I ask that you bless my television with good reception and good color balance.
I also ask for your assistance in choosing quality programs that provide me with endless hours of enlightening entertainment.
Amen.
Your prayers have been answered. You're watching LaSalle TV.
You know you watch.
Hi, this is Eddie Dunn, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. I'm here today to tell you to watch LaSalle TV. Though if you're seeing this commercial, that means you're already watching LaSalle TV. So I guess keep it up. You're doing an awesome job. I hope you like what you're seeing. Good job.
Drownings are a leading cause of death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Always watch them in and around water. Properly fence all pools and stay away from drains. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more. Because you never know which pool safety step will save a life until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
We are back as we go forward with this edition of News You Can Use. This is our last show for the month of November. We'll be back with 2 special shows for the month of December as we close out the year of 2016. I'm looking forward to that. But right now, hello to you, Ms. Chaney.
Hi, how are you?
Good to have you here. And you, Ms. Buckner.
Hi, how are you?
Glad to have you here as well. These 2 ladies are here on behalf of Connection Training Services, CTS for short. I have known this organization for a lot of years. I've watched this organization grow. I love what you all do. And hats off to Mr. Garnett Littlepage, the brain person behind all of this. But for those who don't know about Connection Training Services, that's why you 2 ladies are here, starting with you, Ms. Chaney.
Thank you so much, Thera. I am the program director for our adult reentry program. Training to Work is what it's called, and it's a work release program. And our goal is to assist men and women coming out of prison transition back into society. What we do to assist them with that is we have vocational skills training in plumbing, weatherization, fiber optics, and culinary arts that we assist them with. Or if you're coming in and you need a job right away, our goal is to place you in the job club and our employment specialist will assist you with job placement. That's one of the things that we do. Inclusive of that is our life skills program that everyone goes through. And also our program is set up that mentoring. We have mentors that will assist individuals through the whole entire program. And we work with our men and women for practically a whole entire year just to make sure, and we follow them and assist them. We have stipends, we have incentives to assist them, and we work with them also with their families. We hold fundraisers for them for areas like assisting them with license restoration and anything that they need once they are even employed.
You should know that I am the best commercial you guys never knew you had. I talk about Connection Training Services all the time to anybody who will listen to me. Anybody who gets up in my face talking about they looking for a job and this and that and the other, whether they are an ex-offender or not. If they really haven't had a lot of work experience or maybe no work experience, and I can tell they've had no work experience, I like them to start with Connection Training Services because I know you'll give them the foundation over there. You'll give them the base. You'll be able to do some limited testing to find out where they are, what their skills, you can pull it out of them. What is it you really want to do and be, you know? Some people need that. And I know that you all have made magic happen on West Allegheny Avenue. I have absolute faith in Connection Training Services and what you're able to do. One of the things that I tell people right off the bat, when I tell them about Connection Training Services, then I get this real stern face look. And I'll say, look, if you're playing, don't even bother to go because they're serious over there. And once, if you're lucky enough to get signed up and they accept you and they say be there at 7, don't show up at 7:01. And I mean that because they will lock the door in your face, you know. And that's what you guys do.
Yes.
It's tough. You're mean. And you need to be mean to some people to make them understand. It's do or die time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I do the adult program, and Ms. Buckner, she is over the youth program. Yeah. One of the things that we do It's important that they learn structure. It's important that they learn interviewing skills. It's important that they learn dressing for success. And if you're getting a job, you need to learn how to be on time, because that's essential to you, to them making it. And that's part of what we do. And part of that is because the amount of caring that we put in to our men and women that come through our doors on a daily basis.
All right, tell us about the Youth Build part of the program, and then we're going to come back to Ms. Chaney.
Absolutely. The youth program, it actually has a name called Project YES. The YES is an acronym for Youth Empowered for Success. And we pride ourselves in making sure that the young people who come to our program, they have to be between the ages of 16 and 24, looking for that basic educational credential. In our case, it's the GED that we prepare them for. We actually are blessed with a Pearson VUE Center where our young people can simulate the GED test while they're preparing in-depth classes from 9 to 12, Monday through Thursday, with a very well-trained GED instructor. So most young people who have dropped out of high school come in mostly for that GED credential. Along with that, we provide industry-recognized certifications, forklift training, penned-up flagger, all the different certifications that a young person may need to keep themselves kind of employable. But the
2 weeks ago, I learned that a construction site in Philly needed some certified flaggers. Who did I call? Little Paige,
Right.
I need some certified flaggers over here.
But the beauty of the Youth Build program is we offer construction trades. There's the NCCER certification that our young people get, which allows them to begin to navigate the construction field, because the Youth Build model speaks to exposing young people to activities that would help develop their leadership skills, ability to mentor them, and help them to become positive members of society. So that program really brings about a change in a lot of young people. Sometimes I used to wonder, how can a 16 and 17-year-old manage along with 23 and 24-year-olds? But the beauty of the design of the program, we have such great staff who make sure that all young people get age-appropriate education and training services. And our success is phenomenal. We have young people who have never really had support systems. They come to us every day wanting to be there because the staff go out of their way to help them to feel comfortable. We give all kinds of stipends and incentives for them to come if they need assistance for that.
Well, first of all, I'm in love with the building where you all sit on West Allegheny Avenue. It is a school, it is a playground, it is a serious location, it is a place where a lot of different businesses are housed in the building. Scotland Yard Security Services, one of the #1 employers for the city of Philadelphia, is there, also owned by Mr. Garnett Little Page, and then Connection Training Services, and you've got your program is there, and a whole lot of other good things going on in there. It's a place where people can rent out if they're having events and banquets, and I mean, it's so much happening at the address. Give us the address.
The address is 2233 West Allegheny Avenue. And also, we're on the 2nd floor, the 3rd floor. On the 4th floor is our Scotland Yard virtual visitation, where men and women can come visit loved ones behind bar. If they can't take the drive, sometimes you have elderly that can't take the drive, then they could come in and visit their loved one by virtual visitation. So that is really awesome.
That's video visitation for those who might not understand what we're saying.
Yes.
Is there a charge for that?
It is a $20 fee.
Okay, that sounds like that's reasonable, because some of those visits to go to some of the prisons is going to cost you 4 times, 5 times.
Oh, absolutely, to drive down in the gas. And all you have to do is come, and you'll sit in a living room setting.
So in other words, when you come to 2233 West Allegheny Avenue, there's a whole lot of good things that you might find as you get into the building itself, which is the Allegheny West Business Center.
Yes.
It's pretty much a one-stop. If you come into that building, there's so many services that you can absolutely get. And people come in and they're like, wow, I didn't know you had that.
Now, with both of your programs, is there a certain time of year when you're intaking new students?
Yes.
Yes, they are. We are as well. We are recruiting for our plumbing program, which is that national certification with the NCCER. And in plumbing, you'll learn hands-on how to put a toilet in, a water heater, and you will also receive certifications that also the OSHA 30 certification.
Are there any partnerships with some of the local unions because that plumbing thing and unions?
Yeah, we try to do, coming up in January is a time that we apply to all the unions that start, the plumbing union, the laborers union, that we get our gentlemen into, even the elevators union, that we work with our students to get in, because that's our goal, to form a career for them and not just employment.
Now, the month of November, the month of December, that's the time that people really need to be coming over, knocking on your door, calling, trying to get in, so that they can maybe get in the next classes that start in January.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then for you,
in my case, we're actually recruiting right now. Our class starts January 9th, and we are going to be having, during the month of December, what we call mental toughness training. This is an opportunity for our young people to
mental toughness training.
Yes.
Can I get in that class?
Yeah. Oh,
I think I could get a little tougher. I'm too nice.
It is a combination. It's a test of physical, mental endurance. We want to see how young people are able to adapt to waking up really early. They have to get there like 7:30 in the morning, just for that 3-week period.
Okay.
But young people really realize that, wow, I really can do all these things that maybe someone has never really told me I could do it. And that opportunity to partake of this group experience really is phenomenal. You got to see young people start to develop their sense of self. They believe in themselves, and that helps them to accomplish their outcomes.
Now, what's the cost to be a part of Youth Build, or YES?
It's free.
F-R-E-E, free, folks. It's free. We gotta uplift our young people. So if you see a young person that's struggling, they're cutting class all the time, they're giving the teachers heck in school and giving the parents heck at home, that might be a candidate that you would want to maybe enroll in the YES program.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I want to add one more piece. We have recently been funded to be an AmeriCorps site, where we're going to allow young people to have that opportunity to serve in their community.
That sounds so good. That's wonderful. And we got to close out on that note. But thank you, Ms. Chaney. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Buckner.
Thank you so much, Ms. Thera, for having us.
Thank you, Garnett Littlepage, for not being afraid of having a vision and making it happen, my brother. That's why I'm so proud of you. That's it for this edition of News You Can Use. We'll check you out next month. Keep your dial where it is, LaSalle TV. Have a great day, everyone.